Hey everybody, welcome back. So in this episode, we are going to talk about how to load film onto your developing reel inside your Paterson tank, inside your changing bag. And so this one will be a relatively short sequence, but I think it's important, and also it's helpful if you have some film that you can use as a practice outside of the changing bag, because this all has to happen inside of the changing bag. So to get to this point, you're going to have some film inside your film canister with the tongue pulled out and snipped, and the tongue snipped off so that it's just in the corners rounded, like how I showed you in the last episode. To make life easier, you'll have that. You'll have a pair of scissors. Those two go inside the changing bag. Your developing reel goes inside the changing bag, and your Paterson tank goes inside the changing bag. You've got the Paterson tank lid and the center column. You need all of those, and those all go inside the changing bag. Once you do that, you zip it up, your arms go in the changing bag, and we will then show you the easiest way to get the film loaded onto the reel. So what we've got here again is this Paterson reel. Now inside the changing bag, you're going to have this, and you're also going to have your canister of film. This is test film that I'm using just for demonstration purposes, but essentially you're going to have your canister of film. And what you want to do is pull the film out of the canister and reel it up till you get to the very end, and you can't pull it out anymore. And then you take a pair of scissors and you cut it off. And what you'll have is basically the empty canister over here, and then you'll have a roll of film like this. Now what I typically do, let me get this focused here. What I typically do once I have this is I'll then go and wind it back the other way inside the changing bag. And basically the reason for this is because your nice, easy to load end is actually right there. Okay, now in terms of what we do, now that we have this in this position, what you want to do is look here on, or feel on this reel for these two little indents here, because this is where the film enters, right? See right there, that's where you feed the film in. So basically what I do when I'm in the dark is I'll run my finger along until I feel those two little indents like that. And when I feel those indents, that's when I know that I can basically feed the film in carefully, like so. Now, if you'll notice, right here, there is a little bearing, and there's one on each side. See that? And what that does is that serves as a catch for feeding the film in. And so once you, in the dark, you get your film fed in like that, see now I can't pull it back out, not without taking the reel apart. Those bearings, that's why we round off the corners there, is it makes life so much easier in terms of loading this. Now once you have that, it's just a simple matter of you basically load this on here like so, and it will load the reel for you. And you basically just twist it back and forth. No big deal. Easy peasy, piece of cake. Get focus here. But piece of cake. And you basically just do this until it's loaded. So you come back and forth. Sometimes it helps to put, you know, your thumbs right here just so that the film will load. And you basically just walk it back and forth until it's loaded. And then there you go. From this point forward, it's pretty straightforward. What I do is I then take the center column out, and then I load it. Make sure you push it all the way in. This is the bottom of the center column. Push it all the way in. It goes inside there. And the key to this is that you'll notice there are some tabs here. When you put the lid on, you turn it until it clicks like that. And once it does that, you're done. The lid is locked. It's not going to come open. You have to turn it the other way until it clicks to get it open. So it's really easy. You turn it to where it's clicked, and now you have your film loaded in your daylight tank, and it's ready to go. At that point, you have your film loaded in its daylight tank, and it's ready to go just like that. So it loads right in there. It makes it super simple, super easy, no big deal. Again, this all has to happen inside the changing bag, but once you've got the lid on and clicked on, that's it. You can now take it out of the changing bag and start to do your development. So the next video that we do will be exactly that. We'll be basically running through the development process itself. It's pretty straightforward. The things that we've already shown you in episode 1, everything that you need to do the development. Every developer will be a little bit different, but in terms of development time, but we'll talk about inversion, agitation, all that stuff. So, but this particular episode, nice, short, sweet, and simple, how to load a Paterson tank. I'll see you on the next one.